going to have a quick chat to us, everybody, is the CEO of Ripehouse Advisory. Please welcome Jacob Field.
Thanks, Flash. Good afternoon. It's amazing work for persisting through this rain. Thank you, Mark. Cheers. I'm Tasmanian and I love our state. We're all in this together, backing our state and investing in our future. Today's about one thing, and it's growing our island. Not with ego, not with flashy claims, just quiet, steady action. At the heart of this is a simple idea: makers versus takers. Makers build, create, and lift everyone up. Takers demand more, whilst asking how we pay for it. Let's choose to be makers for our families, for our community, and our beautiful island. That's it. For over 10 years, I've had the privilege of guiding folks, the vast majority from the mainland, around their property choices across Australia. They've trusted my recommendations and research, and we've put $1.5 billion into strong property markets. These aren't wild gambles, they're smart moves in growing hotspots. And right now, my research and data for Tasmania is outstanding. It's our time. Investors are moving money from places like Perth, Brisbane and Adelaide straight into our state. We're helping buy up to 10 properties a week in Hobart right now for these clients. The new stadium is a big part of why. It strengthens everything. Mainland dollars are not guaranteed, they're competitive. We can't take them for granted. As makers, we plant seeds today for a stronger tomorrow. Think about this, mainland money isn't a zero-sum game. When an investor pays $10,000 more on your street, every house in that street jumps $10,000. All boats rise with the tide. Now, some might say higher prices make homes harder to reach for first home buyers, for those on lower incomes. That's a taker's mindset, focusing on the short term. Makers see it differently. A healthy, growing market creates real wealth, dollars in the bank, equity in bricks and mortar for every homeowner in Tasmania. That wealth gives people confidence. Homeowners renovate, extend, hire trades. Thank you, Stephen. Buy supplies. Business owners invest in better tools, add staff. It sparks spending at local restaurants and in our boosted wages. It helps those same first-time buyers and low-income families save more, earn better, and step into the market themselves. They become makers, a great example for our kids. For me, that's Jack and Izzy. They're over there somewhere out of the rain, but that's my why. We can pour that money, that extra buzz in the economy that the makers are generating, and for folks with disabilities and needing extra support, that buzz creates extra taxes. We can pour that into better public services, health, housing and education. For me, that's full circle. That's growing a pie. And for me, I see that as a win for us all. My mainland investors are busy professionals. Without things like the stadium, the foundations for our recommendations to the mainlanders becomes very shaky. I feel us makers build the future. Makers also want better hospitals, housing, schools. Makers know we need to grow the pie first. The stadium, it's capital spending, CapEx, not everyday costs like OpEx. It's like building a new engine for our economy, but not just filling the tank and it's a temporary fix. It's like a wonderful new hospital in Hobart that we've just had in the last couple of years. Now it's time to grow revenue to hire the extra doctors and nurses that we need. We need to fill it. Now, I'm not an economist, but there's one simple truth, and this is what we really need to understand, because when we spend money on public projects, that money doesn't vanish. Every dollar spent on local construction becomes wages, supplies, spending. It ripples 3 to 4 times through the community. It's concerning that some in the No Stadium group miss this. They don't see how capital investment grows our top line, letting us hire more teachers, emergency workers and caregivers, going the other way, boosting everyday spending without growing revenue. Well, that's a fast path that I would understand to trouble, like bankrupting our home. This scares me. I'm sure it scares you guys. You see, after the World War II, we as a community, as Australians, we got this. We built dams, we put people to work, we grew the top line. Health and schools were struggling after the war, but the maker mindset won. And I would say it worked. Look, around us, what's happened since the Second World War, and today our Liberal and Labor parties in Tasmania, they understand this truth. The majority of Tasmanians voted for them. I think they get it too. And the takers here in Tasmania live in a unique bubble. I've travelled the world, and nowhere else would folks debate millions of dollars in investment. For me, I just don't get it. For me, it's a no-brainer. But this isn't even about football or cricket or concerts, corporate events. These are all bonuses. It's about bringing in ongoing revenue and taxes. It's about the wages paid, the supplies purchased, the jobs, the upskilling, the intellectual property we create. It's about the growth that cares for every Tasmanian, from our kids learning in better schools to families feeling more secure. I would like us to say that we are makers. We're makers. Okay? We have just days until the upper house vote. Years of work are on the line. This is our moment as makers. Let's make our majority voice impossible to ignore. It is. We need to help our independents see that capital spending is how we fund better services without bankrupting Tasmania. We watch for waste, we demand value, we hire local contractors, but we don't let the takers win. Thank you.